Hey everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called Kickstart My Heart, okay? And we're gonna find out your person's thoughts and feelings and just in general about this connection, where things are headed, where things are going, okay? Not just all about their thoughts and feelings, but also just what's happening in general, okay? So we are gonna go ahead and get into it today. I have 3 piles for you to choose from. I have pile number 1, which is the yellow tea light. Pile number 2 is the purple tea light. And pile number 3 is the blue tea light. So sit down. If you're standing up, sit down. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck and your back. Take a deep breath, anchor into the moment, and ask yourself what you're feeling today. Are you feeling yellow? Are you feeling purple? Are you feeling blue? What is it that you're feeling today? Okay? And we're gonna get initials at the end. Oh, that felt nice to just do that for a second. In today's crazy world, it's just nice to just kind of sit down and anchor into the moment, isn't it? After the end of each pile, we'll be getting initials as well to verify your reading. So stick around till the end of the reading and we'll make sure that the reading is actually for you, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Let me ring my bell. Okay, and as we all get comfy, pull ourselves up a seat here, let's go ahead and do it. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the yellow tea light, and today's reading is called Kickstart My Heart. Thank you for being here today. Please stick around to the end of the reading because we will be getting initials to verify your reading. We're gonna find out your person's thoughts and feelings, but also just what's happening in this connection and what the energy is around it, okay? So we are going to do all of that today, if we can, in this reading. And let me just point out to you, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading. So take the messages as they resonate. You'll know within you if they feel right and they feel on point and correct within you. Okay, so let's go ahead, and we never want to lie to ourselves though. That's something we don't want to do, okay? So even if it's a hard truth or even if it's not the easiest information to take down, we always want to face the truth, okay? So let's go ahead and do it. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of pile number 1, who comes here today with an open heart, seeking your guidance. Thanking you for allowing me to be the medium in the channel between yourself and pile number 1. So let's go ahead and check it out today. Spirit, can you show me what this person is feeling for my pile number 1? What does pile number 1 need to know about what this person is feeling? What does okay. There it is. And we have, ooh, the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I like that, pile number 1. Way to kickstart my heart with the Ace of Wands, okay? So let's go ahead and see, oh, the 10 of Cups, the Queen of Wands. Oh my, okay. And the 7 of Wands. It's always interesting, isn't it? It's never just one thing in life. But I feel like this person sees you as the key to their happiness, pile number 1. However, with the 7 of Wands, it hasn't been easy. The 7 of Wands is anything but easy. And the 7 of Wands requires that we really fight for what we want. We really sweat for it. We really work for it. And I feel like this person is saying a little help over here because I feel like this person believes they're putting in a lot of the effort, and that they wish that at times you would see the amount of effort that they're putting in, okay? And I mean, the thing is I think you guys, pile number 1, have a very clear idea of what it is that you would like to see for your particular future happiness, and you're holding yourself in a state of, pride, in a state of being centered and being on fire in a good way, and being grounded and being present with your feelings and your emotions, and not giving up on what it is that you want, okay? And some of you could have Leo in your chart, or this person could have Leo in their chart, because I am getting that. But it is about taking a stand for what it is that you would like to see in your future world. I feel like pile number one. And I think that this person feels at times that maybe you expect perfection from them, or maybe that, you know, you expect them to always, you know, and I feel like a message that I'm getting right now is they're saying it is exhausting, but at the same time, I feel like this person is saying pile number one is worth it, okay? And so let's go ahead and see what else we have here. And I like that we have the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And the bottom of the deck energy is just kind of summarizing everything that's happening in this reading. And so we could say that overall, there is an energy of passion and excitement and genuine interest with the Ace of Wands, okay? And definitely the Seven of Wands is a Kickstart My Heart kind of a card too. It's like more than a kickstart. It's like a punch in the face, my heart, okay? I don't mean that actually, but I just mean it is a very like go, 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 go type of a card. And it is a card of somebody like working really hard to overcome something and maybe feeling not entirely prepared for what's coming their way, okay? So I also feel like this person wasn't ready, or they weren't aware that this was either going to hit them so hard, or that this was going to be, you know, be what it is, okay? Because, you know, the Ten of Cups, starting off with the Ten of Cups is a very beautiful energy, and it almost makes it seem too easy in a way, you know? But I feel like with you at the center of this reading pile number one with the Queen of Wands, you're really the one in control, and you're the one that's controlling whether this is easy or hard, at least in this person's mind. Now, I don't know if you feel that way or not, if you're like, well, that's an absolute, you know, whatever. But I actually feel like, you know, this person is looking at you as you're the one in control. You're the one that can say like how easy or how challenging this connection could actually be. Because the Seven of Wands is definitely gonna make you sweat, a very challenging energy where things tend to get tough after the victory that we've had in the Six of Wands, okay? But with the Ten of Cups, it's like, you know, it's effortless, it's easy, it's perfect. And that's what the Queen of Wands has in mind, I feel, which represents you guys, pile number one, all right? So I don't know why I'm getting that TLC song from the 90s, Ain't Too Proud to Beg. Well, if I need it in the morning or if I need it in the night, I ain't too proud to beg, okay? If you've got a little loving and you know what's going on, I ain't too proud to beg, all right? But let's go. Maybe this person isn't too proud to beg, but let's go ahead and see what is going on. We have disruption. Okay, so that's coming with the Ten of Cups. So we see like, you know, perfect, everything in my mind is as it should be. And I feel like things are, but something disrupted it a little bit here. We'll find out what that is. We have pain. Okay, so pain came in between you and this person and a disruption came. But let's see what else we've got here. And that's why we see somebody fighting so hard here to keep something together. All right, and let's see what else we have here. We have passion. Okay, then. And we actually, you know what it looks like here? And this is an Aries card. So there is a lot of passion with the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Wands here. Even the Seven of Wands is an extremely passionate card. So we're not lacking in passion. We're not lacking in spark or passion, especially with the Ace of Wands here. And it looks like, you know, he's cut his finger, or he, you know, sprained his hand, or he had some type of injury, and she's trying to help him heal, or she's trying to help him in some type of a way here. Okay, so there's a lot of passion in the connection, but pain and disruption. And the pain could actually be a physical pain as well. Like somebody here could have sprained something or hurt something, especially with the Seven of Wands. If you guys have never noticed it before, the Seven of Wands, the figure in the Seven of Wands is wearing two different kind of shoes. So that's when, you know, we aren't even really prepared for the challenge, but it's coming at us, okay? It's coming at us and we got to fight for what we want, but we are a little bit maybe feeling underprepared or underdressed for that, okay? But let's go ahead and see what else we have. Well, and of course, passion and pain, right? Passion and pain. And that's the stuff that'll keep you up at night. Pile number 1. That's the juice that'll keep you awake at night, is the passion, the pain, and the pleasure. Anyway, we have the Warrior of Love. Exactly. And this card always reminds me of the Knight of Wands in the tarot. Even though this is not a tarot deck, it is a oracle deck, but nevertheless, you know, there is this Warrior of Love, and the Seven of Wands definitely portends that. Okay, so let's see what else we have. We have the Owl Spirit. You see clearly now. Okay, and I feel like the Owl Spirit is more for you, pile number 1, in the sense of you holding yourself in an observant position and not lowering your standards for what you want. Okay, and being okay, like, you know, something was disrupted here in the perfect fantasy here with the 10 of Cups. And for some of you, it's caused you a lot of pain. I feel, pile number 1, to have this kind of disruption in the fantasy, because there is this true passion and sense of care that you have for this person. It's almost like, you know, wanting to heal this person or wanting to, and pile number 1, you could identify that with that energy of being like a healing person towards your partner, okay? But I also think that you've been through this and many times, pile number 1, to know that, you know, at some point you're gonna pull back your energy. At some point you're going to, you need to see this person stepping up and taking action. You need to see this person actually, you know, taking charge of the connection. You need to see this person, because we have this Warrior of Love here, which is like very active energy, and it's like, okay, you know, and it looks like this warrior is thinking about what they're gonna do, but the horse is already moving, okay? And, you know, thinking before we act, you know, the Seven of Wands may not exactly be knowing to be thinking before they're acting, all right? But I feel some of you are saying, I can see where my own patterns have caused me a lot of pain, and I can see where situations in love have caused me a lot of pain as well, okay? So clearly seeing this, and some of you may be feeling like maybe you caused this person pain, all right? And you're starting to see that, yeah, they are putting in effort, or yes, they do want to try, okay? But the thing of the matter is that we need to see effort, and we need to not be so caught up in our fantasy of someone that we lose track of the balance in a situation, right? And that we lose track of reality in a situation too, okay? And I feel like this person is saying, like, they're willing to go to bat for love. They're willing to step it up for love. And even if things aren't perfect with this disruption card on the 10 of Cups, like, you know, they're willing to keep on fighting or to keep on pushing for something, okay? All I'm doing is seeing the red on this person's booty. It looks like somebody got a spanking, okay? But anyway, let's go ahead and see. We have Jupiter returns and benefits, okay? And so that's a very good sign with the Jupiter and the passion. And actually, in this sense, I feel this Jupiter energy is like very cleansing for this connection, because we're not going back and forth between pleasure and pain. We're not out of balance. We're not doing this, you know, because the 10 of Cups is a very much like live and let live. It's kind of a hippie vibe. It's a peaceful vibe. It's let's not get our panties up in a bunch kind of a vibe, okay? The Queen of Wands can get her panties in a bunch sometimes, especially if someone's been putting her through the same shit over and over again. But I do feel like pile number one, this person doesn't really want to give up, okay? And they do see the benefit in this connection with this Jupiter return and benefits. It's like the benefits of this connection are not lost on them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be kind of hanging in there, is what I'm seeing here, okay? And this is your love message right here. It says you may not always understand why certain things happen, right? Pain and disruption. You may not always understand why things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will be revealed soon. Okay, and that's where we see the turmoil with the Seven of Wands and the disruption and the pain, and stepping back to this higher perspective with this owl spirit here, and maybe taking a little bit of the emotion out of it, taking a little bit of the fire and a little bit of the heat out of it, and just pulling back a little bit and observing yourself and this person in the situation so that you can truly gauge what is happening, okay? And Spirit just telling you guys, pile number one, that you may not always understand why everything is happening, although you have this owl spirit here with the you see clearly now. So I think you guys are actually starting to see clearly how certain pain and disruptions in your happiness have affected you. And I feel you guys are very strong, pile number one. I feel you're a very strong person. And some of you guys here are warriors of love too. And I think you just want to be with someone that knows how to have that same type of energy, to have that pure love and pure heart with the 10 of Cups, to really fight for something, okay? But it says through turmoil, a blessing will be revealed soon, all right? So through this, we see this person anting up or increasing their passion here with the Seven of Wands, right? And we see the passion, and we see even maybe a little bit of fighting or a little bit of tense energy here between you and this person. But through this, a blessing will soon be revealed, okay? Pile number one. So that's very positive, even if you've been feeling, or this person has been feeling turmoil, all right? And here we have the Emperor. Okay, so this person, this person wants, I feel like, pile number one to be taken seriously, okay? And what's interesting with the Emperor is that the Emperor is associated with sight as far as a sense of the body, okay? And then we have the owl spirit with you see clearly now, okay? And this is about, for you and this person, pile number one, this is about taking ownership of your journey, okay? About them taking ownership of their journey. And the Emperor is also a very boundaried card. So it's like, I see the reality of a situation. I see the situation for what it is, and not for what I want it to be, but for what it truly is. And that helps me to stay grounded and empowered with what I am trying to do, okay? So I do think this person has serious intentions with the Emperor. I do think that they want to be respected by you, okay? And I don't think they want to come off as a flaky person or as a person who's weak, okay? Because the Emperor is very strong energy, all right? And I'm sure you guys are looking for someone, because I already mentioned how strong you are, pile number one. So I'm sure you're looking for someone, of equal or greater value to your strength, okay? And the Emperor represents Aries energy, and we have that warrior spirit again. And I was talking about Leo. Somebody here could also have Aries in their chart as well. And some of you may have just be going through a Jupiter return. And for those of you that have Jupiter and Aries, Jupiter has been bouncing back between Aries and Pisces. Maybe some of you are having a Jupiter return, or this period is going to be quite lucky at the end of the day, okay? Because the Emperor is seeming to say to me, look, we want the same things, but we're just maybe not understanding how to get there. I feel like somebody in this connection wants perfection, and You know, and I feel like this person wants to deliver on this for you, pile number one, and wants to be this strong, together, you know, determined person for you, okay? But I also think this person is focused on their goals and their ambitions and their own self-worth, okay? And I feel like sometimes this person feels like they're not really appreciated, or they're not really respected or appreciated for the efforts and things that they're putting in, okay? And, you know, that's how they are seeing this, pile number one. So you could be feeling a totally other thing, but however, I do think with the 10 of Cups here, you two both have this vision of this connection being this amazing thing, right? But we have passion and pain, okay? And we have this passion, but pain comes in and disrupts things. And it may even, like I said, it may even be somebody that had an actual physical accident, or somebody that experienced, you know, tore a muscle or a ligament or sprained something or did something like that. All right. And normally this person is gung-ho, but lately, you know, they've had to take a step back a little bit here, because the 7 of Wands can expend quite a bit of energy. However, pile number one, I feel like this person doesn't really want you to see them slipping. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't want you to see them as weak in any kind of a way. So they're putting up this very strong front. All right. And some of you may be wondering, like, is this situation ever going to change, or are my thoughts realistic here? Because you guys got love on the brain with the 10 of Cups. What's that song? I must got love on the brain, you know? But anyway, you definitely do. And, you know, but love's caused you a lot of pain, and oftentimes the fantasy is disrupted, and you're forced to really, really take responsibility for your thoughts and actions in a scenario as well, pile number one, okay? So, I mean, but that's what it is, right? If we're trying to be adults and witness each other's realities, then, you know, there's going to be some bumping of the heads at times, all right? But if we can slow down and really look from the other person's perspective and be respectful of one another, then benefits can come out of it. Then there can be passion. Then there can be benefits, all right? So let's go ahead and get some initials for you, pile number one. Spirit, can you show me initials here for pile number one? Oh, I just feel like I had one drop out there. Maybe, maybe not. KY. Okay, so that could be Kentucky or a reference to KY jelly. Who knows, right? But anyway, pile number one. We have KY. We have you. Okay? You. Okay? Yuck. Y-U-K, yuck. Okay, yuck. What's going on with the yucks? You know, who's got the yucks? Is that you, pile number one, that's like yuck? Who has got the yucks around here? We have a Z, and you're the one that has the yucks, okay? We have Oz here, O-Z, so Dr. Oz or Dorothy, as in Dorothy and Oz, that type of thing. And it's like, am I thinking about this right? Or am I just in, you know, am I in this fantasy? I don't want to be in a false fantasy, is what I feel like you guys are saying too. Okay, but I think this person's trying to project strength, and that they're willing to fight for this connection, even if it does cause them pain, and even if at times it causes you pain, because they're being disruptive with the connection too. You know what I'm saying? We have to kind of get in the zone with the 7 of Wands. It's very much a get in the zone type of a card. So let's go ahead and see. We have a P, okay? Yeah, a P, all right? And then we have an E. I was just gonna say poke, okay? So this person wants to poke you. We have poke up. We have the word up here, UP. Zoe or Zoe is here as well. Poe, the word Poe is here, could be a reference to Edgar Allan Poe, for those of you that are into that. We also have the spelling, the starting of the word Europe here, and time zone or Europe or something like that, okay? Maybe someone here lives in the US and the other one lives in Europe, but I am seeing that, all right? And we have a Q, EQ. EQ is emotional intelligence. You know, that's something, the Seven of Wands isn't the most emotionally intelligent. You know, the Seven of Wands is an energy of, I'm just doing what I'm doing because it's in front of me and I can't really let up, okay? But to take a step back and see things for what they truly are with this owl spirit and hold ourselves in this space of responsibility and accountability is a sign of emotional intelligence, okay? We have you up here. So this person may be reaching out to you and asking, are you up? You know, you up? Because that's here too. Are you awake? Are you up? And if we had an N here, it would be nope. So some of you, I feel like if this person texted you, they're like, are you up? And you're like, nope. But anyway, because you're like, I'm not, but if somebody texts me at 2 a.m. and is like, are you up? It's like, get some common sense, you know, get some emotional intelligence and some common sense. And we have Queen here. If we had an N, we have Queen. Okay, so it's like, yeah, Queen. All right, I'm also seeing the word puppy here. So some of you could have a new puppy, or you want a new puppy, or you love your puppy. All right, but you queen, like you guys are like, yes, this says you queen. Literally, it's you're the queen, pile number 1, okay? You're like, I'm the queen with the emotional intelligence. What's this person bringing to the table? I like it, okay? And then we have an F, okay. F-U-K, well, we all know F-U if we had a C. You guys all know what that means. And we have the Q-E-E-F. Oopsie daisies. Oopsie daisies, pile number 1. But anyway, you guys know how that goes. I can't help but notice those things. If we also, it looks like we have the beginning of the word 4 here, like the number 4 spelled out, okay? And that's true because we have the Emperor here, which is number 4, so somebody's birthday could be in April or on the 4th. But we have a C here as well, C zone, okay? Okay, cup, C-U-P, the 10 of Cups, my cup runneth over, okay? Your cup. It's your cup, pile number 1, with this Emperor energy here. It's your cup. Whether this person's coming or going or not, it is your cup. And we have the beginning of the word couple here. We're just missing the L. Okay, so there is this energy of like coupleness around this connection, I feel. And I think it's seen from both of your sides here. All right, we also have puff or puffy. Okay, so some of you may be feeling puff or puffy lately. And yeah, we also have the word foe here, foe. So some of you guys could be, you know, sometimes love is war. You know what they say, that sometimes love is pain and sometimes love is war. But if we look at each other with more, if people deserve it, right? You know what I'm saying, pile number 1, if we look at each other with more emotional intelligence and try to understand where people are coming from, up to a limit, of course, we're not going to be dumb about it, then, you know, then we can really find those Jupiter benefits, okay? And I also am seeing yuck, W-C-K, so literally the whole word yuck, yucky with the Y, yuck and yucky, okay? So maybe somebody here ate something yucky, or also I'm feeling here some of you could find, maybe you find blood gross, or you think it's yucky, or this person thinks it's gross. But anyway, pile number 1, that is what I am getting for this connection. And if you want more information and you want to go deeper into your situation, you can always request a personal reading with me. And there's details in the description box below for how to request that. So thank you so much, pile number 1. And do leave me your comments and your feedback, of course, if they're, genuine, heartfelt comments and feedback. We don't need any negativity around here. So thank you so much, pile number 1, and take care. Let's move on to pile number 2. Okay. Let's do it. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the purple tea light, and today's reading is called Kickstart My Heart, okay? And we're gonna find out your person's thoughts and feelings. We're also gonna find out what's happening in this connection, how you're viewing it. We're gonna find out what's going on, pile number 2, so never fear. Natalie is here for you. Let's go ahead and get into it. Also stick around till the end of the reading because we will be getting initials to verify your reading, okay? Spirits, angels, and guides. Oop, I just had a nose itch, pile number 2. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of pile number 2, who comes here today seeking your guidance. Thank you for allowing me to be the energy between you and pile number 2, but the channel between yourself and pile number 2. Thank you, Spirit, okay? And Spirit was just showing me like mosquitoes or mosquito bites or being itchy, so some of you may have had a mosquito or you slapped it before it could get you, hopefully. I know this time of year they can be bad, depending on where you're at. So, I got one on my face the other day, which is like, what is going on? And then it's like, oh, it looks like a pimple, but it's not. Anyway, pile number 2, let's get into your reading. So for pile number 2, Spirit, can you show me? Oh boy, pile number 2. I just have to tell you, pile number 2, I'm getting the energy of somebody who likes to watch videos of weird, honestly, pile number 2, something about weird skin diseases, or, some people get really obsessed with looking at different medical things or researching different things. And they get really obsessed with that, or they get really into it. Anyway, pile number 2. Pile number 1 wasn't like that at all. Pile number 2 was like, no, get away from me, no blood, okay? But anyway, let's go ahead and see for my pile number 2s. Let's go, maybe you guys just like gore or something, we've got Halloween coming up, like blood and gore. Let's go ahead and see for my pile number 2. Spirit, can you show me what is this person's, okay, they want this. 1, 2, 3. 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, okay? I'm sick of trying. Let's see what else is going on. I'm sick of trying, I'm sick of crying. And we'll find out what else is here though, pile number 2. So we have the 3 of Cups. I need me a good time. The King of Swords, all right? And the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so right out of the gate here, pile number 2, it's an interesting scenario with you and this person because we have somebody who has a very demanding type of energy in their life right now. Like somebody who is working very hard, somebody who, uses their mind on a daily basis. Some jobs are more physical labor, some are more mental, some are mental and physical. But what we see here is somebody who likes to think that they're very smart and likes to think what they're doing is very special, but also somebody who is very engaged in their work and their goals and their dreams, okay? And then we have a very different energy with the 3 of Cups, okay? So we have somebody here who's very concerned about their material well-being, who's very concerned about, and not just concerned, but somebody who is mastering these things in their life, somebody who has been working hard for a long time with the 10 of Wands to master, what it is that they want in their life, okay? And somebody who probably needs to delegate more and trust more and needs to let loose and let go and have a bit more fun in their life because they're way too serious, okay? And this person is quite sharp and smart, pile number 2, this person may work really hard, but then like to have a good time, okay? On the other hand, this person could leave hardly any time for a good time and is completely focused on one goal and one thing. And, but, you know, all work and no play makes for a very dull human being, all right? And we can see the 2 3s on the either side of this king, okay? So this king is trying to decide something, or is trying to balance his or her life out, because there's goals, there's dreams, there's ambitions, but there's also community and fun and caring and, you know, feeling special and feeling cared for and feeling like you're in the company of someone that you just feel like you've known forever. That's the 3 of Cups type of energy, okay? And this person could work in production or engineering or something like that. This person could be in finance, all right? And this person's been working hard for a long time, all right? We have the Page of Pentacles. This person really wants to love what they're doing, okay? I feel like this person is very obsessed with their work and very obsessed with getting to where they want to go in life, pile number 2. I have to be straight up honest. And I feel like when they started doing what they were actually, with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, doing something that they really loved and doing something that they really enjoyed. But I feel like lately with the 7 of Pentacles, they've been feeling very stuck and they're missing that magic, okay? And they need to have some new experiences which take them into a different mental state, okay? Because the King of Swords with the 3 of Pentacles is a very dry combination, all right? And sometimes the King of Swords can look at the 3 of Cups as being too frivolous. You know, it's like, I don't have time for that, or, you know, and also we could have people that are 2 people that are very different. You know, one is very organized and is based on procedures and following what needs to get done, and the other person is very, you know, like an artist and is very free and is very, you know, like open. And then we have this person who's a little bit more closed down and a little bit more focused on what it is they need to do on a day-to-day level, okay? So, but however, I feel like this person knows that within themselves, they do need to have more fun. They do need to relax more. They do need to enjoy their life more. It's just sometimes for them, emotions feel like a tornado that can overtake them. So for them, staying clear-headed and staying fully aware of what's happening around them is important to them. This may be a person who has a very difficult time falling in love and letting go, okay? And they may need someone like you, pile number 2, if you have that artistic kind of style to you, if you have that sort of bent to you, they may need somebody in their life, the 3 of Cups, who's very warm and caring and feels like a friend first, okay? And the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups with the King of Swords is more of a, you know, we're kind of in a friendship thing with each other. We're talking to each other, or we're in a friendship thing with each other, and we're seeing how this goes, okay? And some of you may, I'm also getting an energy of where this person hasn't really been talking to you lately, pile number 2, and you're wondering what's going on. And some of you may be wondering if this person is annoyed with you, or there's something you said or did that annoyed this person, okay? And because the King of Swords is like, you know, I don't really have time for this, that, and the other. Like I know what I need to do, and I'm not really like lenient. Okay, the King of Swords is not really an energy of being too lenient with him or herself, okay, or the world around them. And I do think that this person could be a workaholic, or I do think that they could use work as an excuse to kind of bury their feelings at times, all right? So this is a very interesting thing, and oftentimes we find this, pile number 2, where you have this very, like, you know, creative and beautiful soul who knows how to, like, has their priorities straight in life and is enjoying, like, the Three of Cups is really enjoying our life, okay? And then we have some other people in the world who maybe they're enjoying their life too, but they're just not as when you meet them, they're not as open emotionally at first, okay? Pile number 2. So I just want you to be aware that this person is not, I think once you get underneath the surface and after this person gets some rest and kind of lets go, you see this very sensual side with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, where this person can truly let go, but it takes a lot to get them there. So there's a huge energy of patience with the Three of Pentacles and King of Swords, okay? And so maybe that's something, you guys have been getting annoyed too. It's like, well, I want to have fun, or I want to enjoy my life, or I don't really want to, slow down for all of this either. Like, I want to enjoy my life. Like, time is passing me by. Okay. So there could definitely be an energy of that, but let's go ahead and see what else we have. We have surrender. Okay. So just surrender to the moment and have a good time and be in the present moment and stop overthinking everything. And, I feel like you guys are like, surrender and succumb to me, my love, like that type of thing. Anyway, we have creativity. And I like that, okay? So this person, and maybe some of you here too, are also, it's not like the King of Swords can't be creative either. The King of Swords can get a lot of really amazing ideas and really work hard and stay focused on those. And, so I think this person is trying to be creative and is trying to think of creative ways to talk to you or to approach you, or this person's going to need to come out of their comfort zone and get creative and surrender to the process of getting to know someone or falling for someone. But I do feel it makes them nervous, okay? And creativity may make the King of Swords a little bit nervous, all right? I mean, I wouldn't say the King of Swords is the most creative card in the deck, all right? It's a little bit of a stretch, pile number 2, but anyway, we have forgiveness in Pisces. Okay, so it looks like here, like he's like, sorry I've kept you waiting, or I know I was gonna be here at whatever time o'clock, and I know that, work ran late, and I've got a perfect excuse for it. And, and I see you guys are like, you guys are like, well, I am a nice person and I am a good person, but don't take me for granted is the energy that I'm feeling for you guys. Okay. And I feel like something you guys are thinking is, don't put me on the back burner. All right. And I feel like this person doesn't really like apologizing, and they may just feel like, well, you knew that I had all this stuff to do, or we had already talked about that, or you already knew that I was really busy, or you already knew how it was. And it's like, well, yeah, but you're also giving me this impression that you want to let go and you want to have fun and that we're friends or that we're close or that we're, in a thing. Okay. So there's that going on as well. And it's not for lack of you looking beautiful, pile number 2, because I feel like you do. I love the purple dress she's wearing, and you guys chose the purple tea light. He just looks, the problem, okay, and I'm talking about he and she, but take it as it resonates. The problem is that the person who's working a lot and is very busy and serious, this person is hard to connect with emotionally. Again, I'm coming back to this point again. Okay. And we have Pisces energy here. Somebody here may have Pisces in their chart. Maybe you do. Maybe you have Neptune prominent in your chart, like with your ascendant or with your sun or your moon. But there is this sense of softness and emotion with the sun in Pisces that we're seeing in this card right here. But I kind of feel like this person is missing the boat a little bit on the softness and emotion piece. Okay. So there may need to be, some adjustments for that, or there may need to be some, I do feel like this person's trying to make it up, or think of a creative way, or thinking of a way. Yeah, and some of you guys may be saying, well, this person's thinking of excuses as to why they're late, or why it's taking so long, or this type of thing. Okay, I'm not getting an energy of somebody off like screwing other people or hooking up with whatever. I'm not actually getting that energy, pile number 2. And I don't think you're getting that energy either. I'm not getting that. You're not getting that. It's more of like, I'm this kind of tell like it is person. I have a difficult time processing my own emotions. I'm more analytical than anything. And it kind of freaks me out, okay, is kind of what I'm getting here, okay? And I feel like this person is saying, I just need you to understand like where I'm at in my life right now. And it's like, but I feel like on the other hand, this person with this 3 of Cups and surrender, they do think about just letting go, or they do think about just having a good time, or they do think about just letting loose, because they're a human being, not a human doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs a little bit of love in their life. We have soft whispers. Oh my goodness. Wow. And everyone needs a little bit of love and forgiveness and soft whispers and longing glances in their life. Otherwise, life is boring. And, this person, it looks like they're kissing your neck, or they're whispering something into your ear. And like I said, it's not for any lack of you looking good, because you look great. And again, I love the purple shawl that she's wearing. Very beautiful, very hippie type of energy, very Pisces, as we would say in the olden days, Piscis, okay, in ancient astrology, Piscis, Pisces energy. And that you've got that thing of these googly eyes, right? When you say you have googly eyes towards someone, it's like, wow, that type of thing. And I do feel like this person gets that way with you. Like in moments, I feel like they do want to surrender to you, or they do feel this need to be close to you, or they do feel this need to touch you. All right. And you guys could have had some very soft, caring, or tender moments together, or this person desires to have that with you. That we have surrender and forgiveness here, so they could be wanting to talk to you, or wanting to seek your forgiveness on something, and wanting to, for some of you, they just may want to come crawling back, is another thing I'm getting, okay? But we have here spider. Oh yeah, right? You guys have that spider energy. Make your dreams real, creative, okay? So this person, they're not dumb, is what I'm going to tell you, pile number 2. This person knows that when they get lost in your pheromones, and when they get lost in your soft whispers and your touches and your caresses and your eyes and all of this, it's like the siren call, pile number 2. That 3 of Cups is like that, serenading us and out into our emotions type of, all of a sudden I'm getting very poetic, and I'm like, the spider is definitely a symbol of the feminine and the devouring feminine, but also the creative energy with this creativity, okay? And side note, pile number 2, some of you may have been working very, very hard on your own creative projects. It's 555 right now. Pile number 2, I just want to tell you that on my clock, it is 555. I just looked up. So some of you have been working very hard on your own creative projects, and you are a very creative person, and you're a very beautiful person with the way that you do things, and you're very sharp and smart. And some of you maybe have really been working on your own business savvy and elevating your own ideas, where maybe in the past you would just kind of go with it, right? So I feel like you guys are changing. You're in the sense that you would just go with it. You maybe would let things slide, things like that. But I think you guys are getting more serious within yourself too. For those of you that are creative people, get ready for the ideas to be flowing. Get ready to work hard. Get ready to produce results. Get ready to celebrate a major thing, okay? This could be somebody who's having an art opening, somebody who's getting something published, somebody who is, doing something new creatively, and it's really gonna pan out, okay? So I just have to tell you that, pile number 2, because It's all over your reading. So I need you to know that if even your love life is in the shitter, and I hate to be blunt like that, but even if your love life is in the shitter with this 10 of Wands here, at least you have this beautiful mind that, and it's not at least, of course, you have this beautiful mind that is constantly able to work hard and turn out creative ideas, and you're quite astute with what you're doing. For some of you, you could rise to be the best in your field at what you're doing. All right, once you really get focused with your effort. Now, so that is something to celebrate, pile number 2. All right, whether this person has a stick up their ass or not, this is something for you to celebrate. All right, I do feel like this person is saying that you're quite a different person than maybe other people they've gotten to know in the past. All right, and I feel like this person in the past, you know, maybe they picked like simpler people to be with, or people who were less, you know, you're like, yeah, maybe there were people less needy than me, but I don't think it's a need thing. Pile number 2. I'm not putting you in that corner, okay? So don't put yourself in that corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner, all right? You're not needy. You're not any of that. Some of you are just artists who are beautiful, all right? So you just need to know that, point blank. But I also feel like this person is saying, I could easily get lost in your web, okay? This person likes to stay on top of things and stay very astute about what they're observing in people and what they're thinking and doing. But I feel like when it comes to you, they are getting drawn into this spider web, okay? And let's see what else here. We have the part of fortune and increase, okay? So I like that because with the 3 of Pentacles, we're putting in work. You know what I'm saying? We're putting our backs into it and we're putting in work. So this person may know that they need to work for your forgiveness, or they may know that they have slighted you in some way. I feel like you've been very good to this person, pile number 2. Even if you're just friends with this person or getting to know them, I feel like you've been very good to this person. You've been a good listener, or you've been very open with them, or you've made them feel very comfortable with the 3 of Cups, okay, regardless of what their hangups are. But it's time for them to kind of, you know, make, if they want to be around you or with you, or they want to, you know, kind of break into, you know, the reality of getting to know you on a deeper level, then they're also going to have to increase their effort, their work, and their creativity into this connection. And pile number 2, I think they know that. Because as I said before, this person isn't stupid, all right? They're not. They know that if they want to see this relationship increase and they want to see it move, they're going to need to have to connect with you. They need to maybe ask for your forgiveness as well. And if any of you feel like you were stood up by this person or something like that, they're going to need to come, you know, they're going to need to come correct is all I'm going to say, pile number 2. And again, they're not stupid. They know that. All right. So, you know, I think they want to fall into your embrace. Like there is this, like I said, siren call energy in your reading. But let's see what else we have here. My beloved. All right, look at this. My beloved. Though we may be physically apart, okay, spiritually, we're always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay. So this is an interesting message, pile number 2. And I feel like this is something that you're very good at, reassuring other people that you'll be there for them. And even if you're away from them, or even if you're apart from someone, you feel a sense of spiritual unity that transcends space and time. And when you have that, even if a person's traveling or they're away or they live in a different place, it doesn't matter because we're connected. We're connected spiritually, psychically, etc. Okay? I feel like you can easily do this, pile number 2, or this is something you can connect to, you know, very well psychically. I also feel like this person could also feel this, pile number 2, but I think this is not something that they may likely say. They may say, like, you know, even though I'm busy, or even though we're not around each other, or even though I've had a lot going on, I still want to see you. I still, Three of Cups, I still really want to spend time with you. I still really want to be close to you. I still really want to touch you. Okay, but the whole thing about, spiritually united and all of that, I think this person might have a little bit harder time with the whole spiritual united type of a thing. But it doesn't mean like, and some of you may wonder, does this person miss me? Okay, does this person miss me? Because we have nothing is missing here, okay? And something about a connection transcending space and time. Well, that's all fine and well, but I mean, we need to make your dreams real. We need to see something beyond just, a promise or an apology. We need to see some increase with this part of fortune. We need to see some work, okay? And, but I don't think I do think this person finds you comforting, or finds you caring, or finds you to be somebody that they can really rest or relax with or enjoy life with, okay? And maybe in their minds, everything, even if you guys aren't seeing each other every day or talking all the time, in their minds, everything's okay. You know what I mean? But maybe it doesn't feel that way to you, pile number 2, okay? We have the Fool here. So pile number 2, I'm just gonna say that I don't think that, so this person, like I said, this person isn't stupid, all right? They're not stupid, but they're also in new territory, okay? They're in brand new territory. And this is a person who likes to know where they're stepping next. This is a person, the King of Swords and the Three of Pentacles is an energy of, I know every step I'm taking. I've got the map. It's all planned out. Everything's done. I'm not really doing anything spontaneous, okay? However, I do think this person desires to be more spontaneous and to be more free and to start over. And I do think they're at a point in their life when it comes to relationships where they're having to like reassess and reanalyze all of their priorities, okay? And they know that if this relationship is going to increase and move on and progress and all of that, they are going to have to be open to the possibilities that the way things they've always done them, or the way they've always gone about relationships in the past, may need to be a little bit different. The Fool is very creative. The Fool is open to every possibility. And the Fool is constantly reinventing him or herself over and over and over again. And I feel like you guys have some of this in you too. Like the Fool is very much like a hippie. When I talk about a hippie kind of an energy, it's like a live and let live, I'll be okay. At the end of the day, like, I'm not going to get too attached to anything because life constantly changes, okay? So I do think there is some element of that with the Fool here, all right? But the King of Swords is going to go to great lengths to avoid looking like a fool. Do you know what I'm saying, pile number 2? So I do think this person could be a little bit nervous because they are at an entirely new precipice in their life, and they're doing something they haven't done before. They're not dumb. They know logically that, connections and relationships take effort, and we have to follow through on our promises. And, the Fool can be a little bit naive about how much effort it actually takes though, or just like, if I show up and I'm there, it'll just happen type of a thing. Okay. So that could be the naive part of it, but pile number 2, also I feel like with the Fool coming up, this person is saying, can we start over? Can we, like with this forgiveness card and surrender, and make your dreams real and all this type of thing. In creativity, I do feel like this person like wants a do-over. There is something that I feel like they would like to make clear with the King of Swords here about the way that they would like to go about this connection. Okay. And it's always exciting, you know, to like meet someone new or to find the unexpected on your path. And I do think you could have been very unexpected to this person, or very shocking to them, or they weren't expecting to meet someone like you at this juncture in their life. And I don't think they were really expecting that much, or even having too many expectations about this situation. Like they were just going to show up and enjoy the moment with you. Okay. But I also think that, you know, if they want more out of this, then they're going to have to take a step, you know what I mean? Without really knowing where it's going. And that could be a challenging thing for this person. Okay. So they may have some, you know, insecurities, or some, you know, they may not have thought things all the way through. It's like, if I talk to someone new, or if I get involved with someone, or I get into this thing, then, you know, then I'm gotta be prepared to follow through, that type of thing. All right. So let's go ahead, pile number 2, very interesting situation for you there. Let's go ahead and see. I always feel like there's something missing when I pull the Fool. Like, you know, we'll see if it comes up. But let's go ahead and see for your initials. Let's go ahead and see for your initials, okay? We have a G, we have an N, good night, okay? GN, you know when people text like GN or good night? Maybe this person did that, like a good night or like a quick text. The King of Swords to me would be like doing something really quickly like that, like a GN, good night. We have a K, okay? NK, we could have the name Nick here or Nikki. We have a B. I was gonna say New Kids on the Block, but anyway, you guys know who that is, don't you? Kickin', it's kickin', all right, bangin', all right, pile number 2 is bangin'. We have an H here, an H, okay, an H. Let's see what else. We also have the KBG here, which is interesting. So somebody here could be Russian, or someone in the connection could be Russian. I'm just noticing that right now. HN, hunk or Hank. All right, if you know anyone in your life, that's Hank is kind of an older name, but maybe you know someone with that name. I also feel like the word gunk is here. Like I have to get all this gunk. Some of you may be working on a project, or you had a bunch of people over or something and they made a mess, and it's like, I got to get rid of this gunk. Let's see what else all over my house. Let's see what else here. Let's see what else here. Okay, I'm also feeling like the word going back is here. So it's like you're going back in your head, or they're going back in their head to kind of look at something. We have a Q here, okay? NQ always reminds me of NyQuil. Maybe you guys took that. We also have HQ, which is headquarters. Headquarters, okay? You know what's interesting is I feel like the word Bangkok is here, like Thailand or Bangkok or something. Maybe someone's company has headquarters in Asia or something like that, but I am seeing that, okay? I'm also seeing booking, BKNG, booking headquarters, okay? So something about booking HQ. Interesting. The business side is definitely here. We have the D, okay? We have KD here. BND, like just, I don't want to bend over backwards for somebody type of thing anymore. There could be that energy going on, like either it's going to happen or not with this surrender. We have an A here, bad. I was going to say the word bad. Okay, some of you could have had a bad dad here too, BADDAD. Some of you could have had a bad dad that was very critical of you, that, you know, you guys, some of you here with the Fool could have left home early because you had a very judgmental parent, or you had somebody that made you feel like crap about, you know, what you wanted to do in your life, pile number 2. And so you wanted to get away from that, okay? Or this person could have had a bad dad, but somebody had a bad dad here and left home early to go pursue what they wanted to do, which creates a lot of, you know, it creates maturity with the King of Swords and Three of Pentacles, but there also can be this side of someone where it's like, I can never let up and have a good time because I'm always having to, you know, do things myself. And the Fool shows somebody having to do all that when they were very young. Okay, we have Dan, D-A-N, Dan or Danny here. Bad Dan. Bad Danny, all right? We have Dab here, okay? Let's see what else. Okay, we're missing the E, but we have Naked, N-K-D, Naked, okay? I was bad because we got naked type of thing. Anyway, there was a moment with the Three of Cups and Surrender when somebody got naked. We have an I here, okay? We could have Nina or the name Nina here. I also feel like Candy, or we're missing the Y, but Candy with a K. We also have the word kid, bad kid. So some of you could have felt like a bad kid, okay? Because of the way a parent treated you or because of the way that you were looked at. I'm so sorry, pile number 2, if you had that experience. That's very messed up. And also some of you here too could have felt like, could feel like you have a bad child as well, or a child who's very naughty. But anyway, I also feel like the word bacon or baked is here too, or baking. I'm seeing that as well. So somebody here could be having bacon or is actually baked, like puff, puff, give. But anyway, Kia is here. I also feel like the word braid or braids is here. Nada. Someone may say GN, like good night, and may also say the word nada instead of saying the word a no. No. We also have Ida here. Ida. Do you guys remember Hurricane Ida? I don't even know when that was, but it's just, we also have Isabel or Izzy, like a name short for that here. We have Daz or Dazzy here too. Yeah, somebody, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get 2 more letters here for you. All right, pile number 2. And Bazzi, B-A-Z-I, that may be a name or a nickname in another culture. I'm just, Spirit showing me that there. Also, it feels like I'm seeing Ibiza or Ibiza here. Maybe somebody here wants to go to Ibiza or is into that, but let's see what else here. We have a J, Jizz. Well, I kid, right? Jizz. Oh boy. Jin is also here. D-G-I-N, as in like a genie, like genie in a bottle, right? Like genie. But anyway, let's see what else here. Jazz is here. I'm jazzed or I'm jizzy. We have a C, cab. Somebody's dad could have driven cab, or someone in someone's family could have driven cab. I also feel like we have Jade or Jada here for a name. Jab. Okay, someone here had a bad dad that would make weird jabs at them all the time or say really messed up things to them. I am feeling that. All right, pile number 2. But this is what, anything else here? I also see Casey. K-A-C-I, Casey here. Darcy, okay, is also here. So this is what I am seeing for you, pile number 2. I hope that reading helped you, my friends, and I would love to hear your feedback and your thoughts on the reading, and if that reading resonated for you, okay? So thank you so much, pile number 2. It's a very interesting scenario you've got going on there with this person. Take care, pile number 2. Hope to see you again soon. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay. Let's go for pile number 3. Where's my ringer? There we go. Okay. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the blue tea light, and today's reading is called Kickstart My Heart, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at your person's feelings for you right now. Pile number 3, we're gonna look at what's going on in this connection. We're gonna look at what's going through your head about it. We're just gonna see where spirit takes us, okay? So it's called Kickstart My Heart, and stick around for the end, pile number 3, because we will be getting initials to verify your reading, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to my pile number 3s who come here today seeking your guidance. Thank you for allowing me to be the medium in the channel between yourself and pile number 3. All right, Spirit's giving me the name Violet or something violet. Maybe you guys are wearing a violet color, or you have a pet with that name, or you have a cousin, baby cousin with that name, but Spirit's just giving me the word violet, okay? Let's see, anything else here? Okay. Something about somebody going to the movies or having popcorn or something like that. All right, pile number 3. So we'll see if I get some other channeled messages here. Some of you may grab your popcorn for tarot reading pick-a-cards. You know how it is. All the drama comes out, right? But grab your popcorn. Let's go ahead and get into it for my pie. Grab your popcorn and your peanuts, right? Let's go ahead and get into it and see when it comes to the person that pile number 3 came here for pile number 3, popcorn, peanuts, and almonds. Let's see, what does this person, what are their feelings towards, okay, what are their feelings? Got it. There it is. 1, 2, 3. I always just have to wait until it comes. You know what I'm saying, pile number 3? Look, there's the Fool. Wait until it comes. We got the Fool. Pop up, surprise, honey, I'm home. All right, with the Fool. And have you guys ever wondered, like, you know, like in the movies when somebody is like having an affair and then somebody, their significant other comes home in the middle of the day and is like, what's going on, right? Isn't that like you don't even know what you're walking into? Isn't that such a Fool type of a situation? Oh my God, there's the Lovers right underneath that, right? Just walking in and there's 2 naked people and you're like, what the hell is going on? Like, this is my house, the 10 of Pentacles. Anyway, maybe some of you saw a movie like that, or that's like your worst nightmare. Hopefully none of you have had to live that, okay? But surprises can be good and bad, you know, and we never know what we're gonna get when we open up Pandora's box. So let's go ahead, pile number 3, and see what's going on with this person. Oh, I can already tell it's gonna be interesting. We have Judgment. We have the 5 of Wands. Oh my, oh me, oh my. And oh shit, pile number 3. What is going on, my darlings? Talk about walking into something that it's like, woo, I wasn't expecting that, right? Can you imagine the Fool just, hey, what's going on? And you walk into a pit of fire with Judgment. You get your feet stuck in the mud with the Devil, and then people start beating you with a stick with the 5 of Wands. And it's like, I just came here to say hi, you know? But anyway, pile number 3, maybe you just came to this reading to say hi and you're like, what's all this mess? Anyway, pile number 3, let's go ahead and look at this. Okay, so this person is going through a massive change in their life right now, pile number 3, that they're having a very difficult time with, okay? And this person's felt dead inside for a long time with Judgment. Things have needed to change for a long time. And I think, you know, they were unable to, or they have been unable to make these changes a reality because of some deep responsibility that they feel, or some, possibly for some of you here too, okay, I'm just getting an energy and I just have to say it, pile number 3. It may not be, you know, it's not everyone, but I just have to say, for somebody here could have some very bad habits, or somebody, and I know it's very trite to say with the devil, but I am feeling it, especially since we have judgment here. Like, you know, somebody here could be an addict, or somebody here could be in a lot of trouble, or somebody here could be, you know, just in a lot of trouble in their life right now and is having a really, really shitty time. And some of you could have stumbled across this person at a moment in their life when their life is in the crapper. Do you know what I'm saying, pile number 3? And where nothing is going right for them. They can't figure out their head from their ass. They're deep into a situation or a habit or a drug or a thing that is ripping them apart on the inside with the 5 of Wands. And I don't mean to be, you guys know I have colorful language, but I'm just trying to be truthful with you here, because this is some intense energy. And, you know, there's going to have to be a reckoning with judgment here, because things can't keep going in this way for this person, because it's no way to live. You know what I'm saying, pile number 3? It is literally no way to live. And I do feel like this person may feel like they're running out of time. And they may feel like, you know, they may feel like they wasted an opportunity with you, or they shouldn't have shown you this side of themselves, or they, with the Fool here, or that if they could turn around and do something over, they would, or that this turned out, something about this connection or something about this situation turned out a lot worse, a lot more worse than what either you or they imagined. Because we see the Fool here with this tendency to want to restart something, or wanting to look at something in a new light, or look at something with fresh eyes. You know, it's like if you're looking at something and it just looks like crap, and you're like, well, I'll sleep on it and then I'll wake up in the morning and look at it with fresh eyes. But it still looks like shit in the morning. And it's like, no, this is like, you know, no matter what direction I look at this, north, south, east, west, forward, upward, downward, sideways, flip it and reverse it, it doesn't matter. You know, something about this person and this situation is trouble right now, okay? And it may be troubling you a lot, pile number 3. And some of you may have, you know, been at a really good space in your own life, or you may have been just ready for a new beginning in your own life, or ready for a fresh start, but you walk through a door that, you know, is filled with, you know, Dante's, you know, 7th layer of hell. Do you know what I'm saying? Pile number 3. And I feel some of you are at a distance, because I am feeling some type of distance. I'm also feeling, for some of you, this could be a family member or a friend too. For those of you that just came to this reading to say hi to me, because I haven't done a reading for a while, or you're just like, what's up? Some of you could have somebody in your life that is up shit creek with a paddle, and you didn't really know about it, or you didn't have any idea about it, or it's just coming to light, okay? So I think that there is multiple layers with this situation, and it's not something that can be solved by you, pile number 3, okay? So I just want that to be clear. No matter like how many ways we dissect a situation and we look at it 1,000 different ways, sometimes it's not something that we actually have the power to change. Like this person is stuck in a really harsh pattern in their life, and they're the ones that are gonna have to eradicate it. Or if you are with them in this harsh pattern, you're the one that's gonna have to break free, okay? Because the Fool is definitely an energy of breaking free. And the 5 of Wands can be where we're so unhappy and pissed off that we drag other people into our misery, especially when we have it paired with the Devil. And this is something that is wrong with this person on a soul level. Or, you know, I'm not trying to make a judgment on their soul, but this is somebody who's got to figure out a very deep lesson about life and their part in the cosmos, okay? And their part in what they're doing that's extremely toxic, okay? And this is a person that could definitely draw others, especially unsuspecting others, into their dramas and triangles and love triangles and shit and all of this, okay? So I just have to tell you, if this is something that you guys were considering talking to this person or getting to know them, and you're like, whoa, like, never mind. I'm turning around from the cliff and walking the other way. Oh my God, The Fool talks about that energy like pre-incarnation, when our souls are at the edge before we really fully inhabit a body and come to be like an energy force, like we are with the magician, okay? And to me, with the Fool turning around and walking off the edge, it's like I want to, basically go back into the womb and, and not, especially when you're looking at this type of a thing, it's like, yeah, no thanks, okay? So yeah, and I feel like some of you here with the Two of Pentacles, that this is a very, like, I feel you guys don't even know what to do with this situation with the Two of Pentacles. Like, I don't even know really what to do with this situation at times. So let's go ahead and see pile number 3, what's happening here. We have Ghost. Okay, so we have the ghost in the machine, the ghost in the matrix, the things that go bump in the night. And, with Judgment and Ghost, somebody can be kind of scary and have a bad temper. And, 1 minute they're sad and depressed and they're lonely and they need everyone with the Devil. And the next minute they're acting like they want to punch your mother in the face, like that type of thing. They're angry. You know what I'm saying? Pile number 3, that's a bad metaphor, but they're angry. Okay. And, also with Judgment, this person, or with Judgment and Ghost, this person may just want to completely, like, because Judgment represents Pluto, and it is the spirit of primal fire. So it's like, I just want to go away. I just want to leave this whole thing and never look back. And I just want to destroy the path or the trail that took me there, so that no one, including myself, ever has to go down that path again. So, but also I feel, maybe that's how you're feeling, but I feel like with Ghost here, this person isn't really getting the wake-up call. It's like they're kind of missing their own wake-up call, which is tough. You kind of have to hold yourself back here with the Fool and a spirit of, I'm just going to let this person play out their karma type of thing. We have Movement here. So it's like, sometimes this person is completely abandoning people, or they're upset because you abandoned them, or they're abandoning others with Judgment and Ghost. And then other times it's like, it's fucked up, pile number 3, because when you get close to this person, you get into this 5 of Wands energy, and we go tumbling down the rabbit hole, and it just gets worse, okay? And sometimes we feel like with the 5 of Wands, like, as long as someone's engaging with us and as long as we have someone to fight with, then we're not dead inside. You know what I mean? And I do think this person struggles with that. And they may really need attention too, okay? This person may actually underneath it be very afraid of abandonment and want people to stay close to them, and get very upset when people try to move on or move away from them. What's crazy, pile number 3, is I was just watching, bless my soul, but I was watching the Jeffrey Dahmer thing on Netflix, the 10 episode thing that just came out. And to me, this is like, this is like a spread. I'm not saying this person is like that, but I'm saying this is somebody who is afraid of abandonment, then gets combative, doesn't want anyone to leave them, but is in a very toxic place, okay? We have here Truth. And we have Aquarius. We have the Moon in Aquarius, all right? So, yeah. And the Moon isn't really that comfortable being in Aquarius. And not to say if you have an Aquarius Moon that you're doomed, pile number 3. But, there is this tendency to kind of not be able to have a restless mind, but also not be able to get anything out and share where we're at. But we also have a constantly restless mind, and we can't sleep, okay? So I feel like there's also an issue with the Devil and this Truth card of somebody like not being able to sleep, okay? As somebody not being able to get their feelings out, somebody not being able to sleep, this type of thing. And I do feel like this person feels better, like when you're laying next to them or when you're there for them. But I also just feel like they like knowing that person is close to them, all right? And they could be afraid of moving on. For those of you, and I hate to say third party, whatever, but for those of you that are with someone and you know they're with someone else, they are very, very unhappy with that situation, I feel. And the truth is that they're stuck, you know, and somebody isn't sleeping at night at all. And somebody is just like basically tolerating their life at this point is what I feel. Pile number 3. And the truth of the matter is somebody really does want to move on or change something, I feel. Okay, we have here a love's embrace. Love's embrace. You know what's so funny is that when you're there for that, it's not funny, haha, but it's ironic. When you're there for that person and you are supporting them and with them and caring for them, it's like they can't really be in that moment with you and receive it, you know, but then it's just you're trying to get close to this person, or you're trying to comfort them, or you're trying to make them feel good about where they're at in life, and they just don't even, I feel pile number 3, they're just so far gone that it's not even, you know. I also feel with judgment here and ghost and a love's embrace, I do feel like this person could be missing you, or they could be, you know, thinking about like how they lost you and what happened. And they could be thinking about, you know, for those of you that have moved on because this was a very hard situation, I do think that this person reflects, or they think about it, or they miss you in some type of a way here, or they want to experience that closeness. All right. I feel like they didn't really appreciate it when they had it, though. That's the problem, pile number 3. We have Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. Okay. You know, and this is, you know, some of you guys are, the Fool is definitely, you know, fearless and bold. All right. And is off to seek, you know, the higher perspective in situations. And, you know, Badger is interesting because I feel like for some of you, you could have had friends or people in your life that were badgering you or telling you like, move on from this situation. It's horrible. It sucks. You know, and also this person could have been badgering you a lot with their BS as well. Okay. But I feel like this message is for you, pile number 3, to be fearless and bold with the Fool about moving on and you know, about moving on and getting away by yourself. I feel, okay, with the Lovers, the 10 of Pentacles and the Tower, this really represents somebody who walked into a house and found somebody screwing their wife or whatever, okay? Some of you are healing, I feel, with this Ace of Cups, okay? And you don't know what's coming next. You don't know what is in the future, but you feel it has to be better than anywhere you've been recently, okay? But right now, pile number 3, when it comes to love, it's time for a solo journey for you. This, to me, is like somebody who is very much needing you, but also not good for you. Do you know what I'm saying, pile number 3? And I think you guys already know that. And I think there's a call in your spirit right now to be alone and like to not be dating people is honestly what I'm feeling here. And a lover's embrace can feel very, you know, touching and lovely and inspiring and all of that. But it comes with so much pain and baggage, especially with this person, that it's just not worth it, okay? We have here 9th house and faith. So, you know, you guys really, the 9th house has to do with learning and higher education and travel and spirituality. Okay, so some of you are embarking upon a new journey when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to what you're doing in life. For those of you here that are readers or spiritualists, or you have your own thing going on, there is a lot that you're going to be called to do. Some of you may be partnering with someone new, and it's very profitable with the 10 of Pentacles. Some of you may be learning from someone or teaching. There's a lot here for you to do in your own life right now, okay? There's so much that some of you may be finishing degrees, you may be graduating, you may be moving somewhere, you want to escape and get away from all this shit. I totally understand, pile number 3, and I think it would be really good for you, because right now you guys need a breath of fresh air, because this is a lot. You know what I'm saying? This whole situation is a lot. And I feel like Spirit is really calling you guys and really kind of gave you guys a kick in the ass on this situation if you were avoiding really looking at it and just saying, well, it'll get better, because the Fool can do that sometimes. The Fool can kind of just push aside the emotion and just say, well, tomorrow's a new day, it'll get better, it'll be fine. And especially with the Lovers, it's like a tendency to be optimistic and to look up about things and think things will get better. But this is energy of like, shit, this is not where we want to be, okay? So I really do feel Spirit is calling you guys and calling your gifts and your promise and your own dharma in your life right now to take your own path and not to connect your path with this person. It's not that this person, maybe this person is the worst human being on the planet. I don't know. Pile number 3, you can tell me in the comments, but where they're at is not where you need to be right now. Okay. So, you need to be in an elevated space of a new journey with a breath of fresh air. That's where I want you guys to be. Okay. And I'm getting really preachy now. Pile number 3. You know how it is when I get that way. But anyway, here's your love message. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you. The Fool, of course. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories that you have shared with those that you love. Okay? And, the memories right now, I feel like, especially with this Ghost and Judgment card, I can feel for you, pile number 3, that everything you put into this situation, that everything that you gave into this situation is being obliterated in the flames, and like nothing is left of it, and that you are willing to move on and face a new day because you need to. But also I feel like there is a sense of like, I know I take nothing with me in this world. I know that I do, and I know it's only the memories, but sometimes the memories are even too painful. And maybe right now, those memories, the bad memories here, are outweighing the good. And we don't really want to take any memories with us right now. And that's completely fine if that's where you're at, pile number 3. But, I also think and that's okay. If you need to put something fold it up and put it in your pocket and put it away, hey, you got to do what you got to do to take the next step in life, pile number 3, for sure. Okay, but Spirit just reminding you not to live recklessly, not to live without caring about anything or anyone, not to live that way, but to live in a way with less attachment. Okay, because we can start to get real attached to situations thinking that we have to be a part of them. Okay, we don't really have to be a part of anything. If you have children, then you have to be a part of their lives. If you're economically tied to you have to be a part of your children's lives, right? If you have an economic obligation, then obviously you're gonna have to be tied to that for a certain amount of time. But beyond that, let's live freely. Let's live openly. Let's live with, let's take the clothes that we have on our back and just go. It's time to just, move on, movement. Any movement would be better than just staying stuck, okay, in this situation. And I feel like, this person feels that you may be moving on or feels that you may be going. And I do think it makes them cling or want or hang on to you harder at the end of the day, even though it may not seem like it. Okay, pile number 3. And Spirit just saying, be bold and be fearless, but don't waste your energy. Okay, and the 5 of Wands can be a big waste of energy because it's a huge clusterfuck. So, you know, it's keep it simple. You know, I like to follow the KISS principle in life. Keep it simple, stupid. I tell myself that sometimes, pile number 3. It's like, stop overcomplicating everything and stop, you know, just go and just do it at this point, okay? So I think, you know, and I know if you have kids with someone, and I know if there's like financial things tied up in it, I know that can be a lot harder than what I'm suggesting, but I do feel like Spirit is telling you guys to move, to go. Some of you may need to physically move, like physically pack up and go and move. Some of you may need to travel, or you may need to actually move to a different location to get out of the vibes, okay? And I feel like you're going, wherever you go, it's going to be better than this. Okay, pile number 3. So have faith here with this 9th house, and have faith and be bold and fearless right now. And we all look at that. We have the Ace of Wands, and that's very like Fool type of energy too. It's also very magician-like when you have the Ace of Wands. And you guys are like, yeah, Spirit's knocking me over the head with that wand and saying it's time to move it, you know. But to me, it's like, be fearless and be bold and create positive change and movement in your life, even if you have to leave with only the memories, the good ones, even if you only leave with what, you know, even if you just, I mean, I honestly, pile number 3, when I moved away and moved to, you know, when I moved away from Washington State, I left 90% of my possessions there. Now, it was a mess up with the movers, but I mean, it was a fresh start for me, but it also was painful because I just was completely ghosting my life and leaving it behind and moving into something else. And those are the moments in life when we really have to draw on our courage and faith and, you know, and be proud that we are able to do that for ourselves, okay? And, you know, it's a luxury to be able to have choices in life. It's a luxury to be able to walk away. It's a luxury to find freedom after feeling so, you know, locked down for so long, okay? Pile number 3. So Spirit just really wanting you guys to feel passion and to feel free and to feel inspired, but also to kind of be on your own right now. Okay, pile number 3, there's a big message here about you guys taking up the mantle and kind of doing this yourself and going on your own right now. It doesn't mean that you're going to be alone forever. The Lovers is right under the Fool, and the 10 of Pentacles too. So it doesn't mean that you're going to be alone forever. I just think for right now, that's what's happening, okay? And those are the cycles of life. So let's go ahead and get some... Let's get some initials and names or initials for pile number 3, please. Spirit, can you show me names for pile number 3? It's okay to feel a little shaky when you're standing at the edge, pile number 3. It's all right. You're very brave. I already know you are. There's an X. It's the first thing out, okay? So some of you already know that this X is, you know, in Dante's 7th level of hell and waiting for you to join them there, and you're just not going to do that, okay? So some of you already know that. We have an H and then we have an M, okay? So him, this could be about a guy, or this could also be like 2 men, or a situation with 2 guys as well, or an LGBTQ situation. Also, somebody here could work at H&M or work at a clothing store. We have a K here. Okay, we have a K, HMK, we have a B, all right? And him, X, like you guys already know. You already know I mean, yeah. You know what's up, pile number 3. Let's see what else here for pile number 3. We have a D, okay. HMD, MD. Somebody here could work in like the medical field, or I talked about somebody graduating. We have MD here. Somebody could be in nursing or medical field in general, or want to do something like that. And we have DM here, which reminds me of like a direct message or like DMing someone. I just heard I'm not your maid, okay? So some of you may feel that you always had to clean up after this person, or you always had to set things right for them, and it's like, hey, I'm not your maid, okay? But we have V here. Dave or David, DV is here, all right? Someone could want a Humvee or have a Humvee. I'm also seeing that here too, all right? We have a W. Okay, this W is the first I've seen out of any piles. No other piles had W except for this one. So for those of you where somebody here has W in their first or last name, we have the DMV. Okay, so somebody maybe works at the DMV, or somebody needs to go to the DMV. All right. We also have DVD here too. I don't know who watches DVDs, but okay. We have a D, okay, we have an A, damn, all right, damn. Indeed, I know, some of you are like, what? That's bad, damn, okay, had. Yeah, I feel like if we had, had a bad man, we're just missing the N, but I feel like what's saying here is I had a bad man. And I wake, W-A-K, I woke up from that and I left this person. I had a bad man or a bad woman and I woke up and I left that person is what I'm seeing here, okay? So good for you. We also have ham here. Maybe somebody likes ham or something like that, but we have ham. Okay, let's see what else. Maybe this person could be like a ham at times, or could be, you know, nice or something at times, or maybe you were like a, you know, being like a ham, being really sweet, or maybe you were being very sweet to this person at times, but, you know, things get dark with the Judgment, Five of Wands, and the Devil. Things get dark and maybe even violent. So I'm so sorry, pile number 3, if you've gone through that. We have T here, so we have hat, okay, tab. Maybe you guys were always picking up the tab for this person, okay? And I feel like this person's back at it, B-A-K at, okay, this person's like back at it. They're doing the same stuff. For those of you that are wondering, they are back at it. All right, we have a Q, DQ. This person got disqualified from your life, pile number 3. They were disqualified from your life for various reasons. Spirit wants you to know that. I feel they got a DQ in the 4th quarter, and it's like they gotta go. We have here an E. Okay, yeah, there's wake. We also have wake and bake, so maybe some of you are into that, or they were into that. You know, for some of you, this person might even be kind of quiet sometimes, and you might not even realize that they could get so mad or angry. Or this could be also a person with Judgment and Ghost who gives like a crazy silent treatment that it just makes a person feel so low and so bad. So I'm sorry for those of you that have to deal with that. We also have deadbeat here. So someone here could be a deadbeat dad, because I'm also seeing that D-A-D, beat, deadbeat dad. Some of you could have grown up with a very violent father as well, or a father that was very abusive. I'm seeing that too. I saw ham and now I see meat. Okay, so maybe someone's having that. Then we have bae here, B-A-E, like that's like as a term of endearment. We have the word K, K-A-E, like K, like the name K. I was gonna say Mary Kay. Maybe some of you had parents or somebody or grandma or someone who did that, but anyway, I'm also really feeling the V names here too. The V names. Like you could have a V name, pile number 3, first name, last name. All right, we also have Eve here, the name Eve, okay? And then we also have week, like W-E-E-K, like taking a week to do something. And then we also have the word weak. So this person's a very like weak person, I feel, pile number 3. And I think you already know that. And all they do is really kind of like bring you down is what I'm feeling, okay? And I feel maybe sometimes you guys felt sorry for this person or you wanted to help them, but it's just, we also have tweak or tweaker. I mean, I'm just seeing what I'm seeing, okay? And maybe you thought you could tweak the situation with this person and it would be better. And we have that unfailing optimism with the Fool, but it's just like, no, it can't happen, okay? It's not, okay, team. Team is here too, okay? A weak team. Okay, maybe you're like, yeah, me and this person made a very weak team together. That's where we're not empowering each other to reach our strengths. You know what I'm saying, pile number 3? So that's where we have to go. We have a J here, okay? A J, jam. This person, it's like, who do you call when you're in a jam? That type of thing. We also have May, M-A-E, or K, K-A-E. Some of you may have a grandmother or mother with that name. We also have Tay, or like the name Taylor, or Tay-Tay, I feel like is here too. Drea or Drea, Andrea or Drea is here. We also have the word awake. Remember I said this person couldn't sleep, and I've got the word awake here. So they are awake. They may be, if you're listening to this late at night, they're awake, pile number 3. That's all I'm saying. We have an N here. Okay, wean. This person has a hard time like weaning themselves off of things, and I think they're back on something. And we have neat, the word neat. We also have queen with a K and a Q here too. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff here, pile number 3, okay? There is a lot of stuff here. Let me just say, you're better off, okay? You are way better off. I know it hurts. I know it's painful, but you guys be excited at some point when you're ready to feel excited, pile number 3, because I feel like, cool things and adventures are coming your way. I also see ATVs here, travel, doing different things, trying different things. We have the name Dean here, D-E-A-N, Dean is here. We also have Bean, okay? Someone could have had that nickname as a kid, like Bean, okay? Like bean sprout, all right? So that is and we also have 10, okay? So you're a 10 and a queen with a K, pile number 3. Love you to death. Hope that reading resonated for you, my friends, and just sending you a lot of love for your path. And if that reading resonated for you, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I do love reading all the comments. I read every single comment. And let me know the T, T-E-A, let me know the T. All right, pile number 3. So if you're taking a trip or having fun, let me know. I'll live vicariously through you. Take care, pile number 3, and take care to everyone who came to their reading today.